I'm gonna see if this actually is blue or if it stays orange or what goes on with this. No, immediately to red. Fun. Gotta love when the streams hate me immediately. Immediately. It's always fun. This is why I don't get to talk about things ever. Anyway. Oh my god. That's a ridiculous outfit. That's a ridiculous outfit. So I'm watching why do I know him? Who are you? I'm so face blind. I cannot figure out who this guy is. Like, he looks different from whatever it was I've seen him in previously. Like, who are you? Your voice. I know your voice. Why do I know your voice? What are you? Who are you? What are you from? He's killing me. His voice is literally killing me because it's like I know him, but I don't know where I know him from, and it's killing me. And it's already starting to skip, and I know that. So, shh, hush. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So, like, the other one. So, anyway, whatever. It's like, so, all right. So, anyway, like, it's just going to be broken, and I guess that's fine. It's whatever. So, like, I could always just, like, put up a picture and just, like, talk, and, like, then nobody would have to, like, look at the skipping because, like, it's just, like, whatever. I could just put a picture of not my face because my face is skipping. But, like, if I put a picture, nobody would have to look at my face and nobody would have to worry about the skipping, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know why it's skipping. I don't fucking know. Everything in my life is in shambles, so I fucking know. So let's fucking whatever. So let's just. I don't fucking know. Ah, that was the wrong button. Put that back. And now it's broken. Great. Wonderful. Stupendous. So anyway, fuck. Either way, it's fucking broken. This is why I can't have nice things. All I wanted to do was just talk about this crossover. That's all I wanted to do was just fucking talk about this crossover. Because I'm watching Batwoman, and I just wanted to talk about the crossover. Because Mick is in it. And that's all I goddamn care about is Mick. But I can't do that because all it's going to do is tell me that now there are 2 errors. And that means it's super skipping. Everything hates me, and my life sucks. Like, let me just do this really quick. And fuck. Like, fuck me, I guess. Let me just fucking do this really quick. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, whatever. So, nothing is working. Why is everything broken? Everything is broken. Damn shambles. Here. That. And just, you know what? Let's just do this. There you go. I don't care because, like, don't look at my face then, I guess, because it's really just doesn't fucking matter at this point. Like, I don't fucking know. It's whatever. So, let me just what the fuck is going on right now, but let me just rant about it. So either way. So I am watching Batwoman, right? And it's like, oh, follow us into this crossover. And at first I thought, I was like, no, because I'm not going to go looking for it. So I literally thought I was like, just not going to. I just thought I was just not going to watch it, and it was just going to like skip, and then I was just going to be like missing an episode or whatever. And then it was just going to be whatever the episode was that came after that, because I wasn't going to go. I really was not going to go looking for it, because like fuck that shit. But then it was like, no, that's fine. You can totally, like, they're just going to put the episode in for me. And I was like, wonderful. Because thanks. That was great. I appreciate that, because I wasn't going to go looking for it again. So it put the episode on, and it's like a crossover between like fucking everything. Because I guess it's like Infinite Crisis or whatever. So I don't know what show. Fuck, no, I'm not taking that. So I don't know what show it actually is. I think it is called Crisis or whatever, because there's so many fucking shows anymore. Who even knows anything at this point? So it's like they have like Infinite Crisis. I'm trying to see if this works. Hold on. Trying to see if that shows the picture or not. Oh, good, because I don't need it, because I know it's skipping, so as long as it has the picture and it can have my voice, that's all that matters. Okay, because my voice is awful, so, you know, it is what it is, but I just wanted to vent about this, so here we go, and such is life. So, anyway, yeah, so, like, but it put the Infinite Crisis or whatever it is you want to call it, it just put the next episode on for me, and I was like, convenient! So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just watch it. So it like has everybody. Like, it's got like the Superman. So it's got like, Tyler from the Superman, and then it's got like Barry Allen. So it's got like, the Flash and shit. And then it's got like, it has this chick, and I guess she's Felicity, but that's not Felicity. So I'm like, who the fuck are you? And then they're like, oh, we got to bring my dad back to life. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? And I guess a lot's been going on in Arrow since I have not watched it. So, like, Oliver Queen has a daughter at some point. Because he didn't have a daughter, as far as I know. In the comics, he didn't even have a daughter. He had a son. Because he had a son, didn't he? Connor Hawke, right? Am I wrong? I don't fucking know what's going on with that. So, that is what it is. Whatever that is. So, that is whatever. And then, so anyway, so they have, so yeah, I don't know who that is. That's not Felicity, first of all. Second of all, first of all, you got Matt Ryan in it, though. And I was like, I saw his name pop up, and I was just like, everything inside of me was just so I was like, oh my god. Everything inside of me was just so excited. I was just, because I'm like, oh my god, I love him. But like, one of the best things ever was just like when they first showed what's her face getting onto the ship, and Mick is there, and they're like, oh, why are you here? And he's like, well, there was a free ship, and so like I kept it. And then you hear Leonard's voice on the thing, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, he stayed on the ship because Snark. Oh my god! I'm like, because his brother is on the ship. I'm like, his brother basically is the ship. I'm like, so he stayed on the ship because he wanted to stay with him. I'm like, oh my God, bros for life. I'm like, he totally wanted to stay on the ship because he's on the ship. Oh my God, I could not. I made so many noises that were just unacceptable. I'm like, I think only the dogs could hear me at that point. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I could not even. I'm like, that's it. That's it. I was so fucking happy. I was like, oh my God. And then, so the baby started crying, right? Because Superman, I guess that's John, because they're like, they have a baby. So like, they have the baby, and then, so John starts crying, and they're trying to pass the baby around, and, fucking Kate is like, nope, nope. She like crosses her arms, and like, so they pass the baby to Mick, and now Mick has the baby, and they're like, so now he's got the baby, and, he's reading the baby an erotic novel. I'm just, and I'm like, why are you reading the baby an erotic novel? What is it you think you're doing? Like, why are you doing that? Like, stop that now, today. But like, that was so fucking funny. And he's like, you're reading him, like, he's like, I don't know if that's like appropriate for a baby. And he's like, of course it's appropriate. Like, and he just keeps reading the baby, and he's like, oh, you like that? And I was like, oh, please don't say that to the baby. I'm like, please don't say that to the baby. So he's literally reading this baby, this like erotic novel, and I'm like, oh my God, this is how you can tell that he is just not, like, he's never been around children, like, since he was one. And now, and then, like, so they go to see, like, the Superman that's on this world or whatever. First of all, don't like that. That Superman's, like, old. Don't like that. And he's, like, broken. Don't like that. Ah! Ryan's talking. Oh my God. Yes, Constantine. Dramatic into nothing. He's like, something's wrong. This has never happened to me before. I'm like, yeah, that's what they all say. First of all, if you can't get Oliver's soul back, it's going to be just like every other time someone has come out of the Lazarus pit. Like coming out of the Lazarus pit is like a 50-50. Everyone knows that. Like, when you come out of the Lazarus pit, it is 50-50. Everyone knows that. Oh shit, there are 6 broken things here. That's always fun. Whatever. As long as it's still going, I guess. That's all that matters. But like, the Lazarus pit is always 50-50. Everyone fucking knows that. Because like, if you come out, first of all, like, that was like in Apocalypse War, so spoilers for Apocalypse War, but like, and if you haven't seen it, go watch that, because that movie's goddamn amazing. So first of all, but like, if you go watch that movie's fucking good. But in that movie, they Damien put Dick in the Lazarus pit, and he came out, and he had lost his goddamn mind, and there was no bringing him back. So there was just no bringing him back at all. At all. There was no bringing, like, he was fucking crazy, and he had to stay in that room because he was fucking crazy, and because he is Nightwing, and he's trained in all kinds of manners of shit. He can't be trusted to go out and just be on his own. Like, he actually has to be restrained. So he was restrained in that thing. And then even Raven was like, Damien, like, what did you do? And he's like, he's my brother. I had to try. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I had so many feelings in that moment, because I'm like, of course you had to try. Like, of course you had to try. So, like, I'm just like, I was like so on the verge of tears, because I'm just like, oh my God, yes, that's your brother. Of course you had to try. Like, and I just couldn't even believe like what was going on at that point, because I'm like, I mean, I could, but like, and it's one of those things where it's like, you have to, like, the Lazarus pit is super hit or miss. Like, you can't just throw someone in there and be like, oh, he's totally going to come out perfectly fine. Like, that's not the case. Like, not everybody can come out and be, like, okay. Like, yeah, you threw Jason in, and Jason came back. But Jason was also fucked up for a little while. Like, he didn't come back out pristine. And some would even argue that he's not okay even still. But I mean, that's not nice. Don't say that, because I love Jason and he's my kid. Like, if you say bad things about Jason, I will fucking fight you to the ground. Like, do not say bad things about Jason. I will literally fight you. But that's not the point. Like, but like, you can't just go into the Lazarus pit and be like, oh, I'm perfectly fine. And especially like, if you think about shit, if you think about it, like, how many times has Ra's al Ghul gone into the Lazarus pit and people think he's sane? No. Like, if you go into the Lazarus pit, like, you can't just assume. So now I guess they threw Oliver into the Lazarus pit and they're like, oh, we have to, like, bring him and we need to, like, resurrect his soul. First of fucking all, how long has that bitch been dead? Like, if you throw someone in there, it's gotta be, like, at least between, like, they have to have been dead less than, like, 24 or 48 hours. And the way that they were talking, they made it seem like he was been dead for a little while. Like, if he's been dead for a while, his soul is fucking gone. And that's probably why Constantine can't find his soul. Like, his soul is, like, went for a walkabout. Like, you can't just assume his soul is just gonna hang around. Like, he's gotta go, like, they gotta go find it or whatever. Like, you can't just assume that it's gonna hang out. That's not what that does. Like, now, if he's been dead less than 24 to 48 hours or whatever, his soul might just be around. You can kind of just, like, throw your hand up in the air, snatch it, and throw it back in its body. Like, it's going to be easier to do that. Or if he had just died and you throw him into the pit, like, fine. That's going to be easier to do. But you can't just fucking, grab somebody and then throw him into the Lazarus pit when he's, like, super dead. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. That's craziness. Now it's showing me shit for, like, Batwoman, and I'm like, oh, okay, so is that plot line for Crisis, is that over? Am I not going to be able to see, like, the end of whatever that was that's going on? Like, that's just over, I guess. Back to Batwoman, back to your regularly scheduled, Batwoman. I'm fine. I don't really care that much about that, so it's, like, fine if you want to just throw me back into... the only reason I cared about that at all was because Leonard and Nick were back together, and I was like, oh my god, like, I was so happy, because I just want them to be, like, brothers forever, and, like, please just let them be happy together. Like, just let them be, because, like, when they killed him the first time, that upset me, like, a lot. Like, I was very upset. Like, don't do that again. So, like, but, like, okay, so at least now I know that they're together, and, like, they get to, like, he gets to protect him as a ship. I'm sure he, like, fucking protects Mick, and Mick protects him all the time. So that's all that I cared about, really, was just that. So, like, it's gonna take... And now I have to fucking figure out this damn thing. I am... Like, and then I am just trying to figure it out. Like, they also say that the Batwoman is going to change at one point. So, like, I'm waiting for that to happen, too. Because, like, it's going to be a whole different Batwoman. So, like, that's, like, a thing. That's apparently going to be a thing, and I don't know why. So, that's going to be a thing. Yeah, like, I mean, the full Crisis, I'm not going to look for it. That's my whole thing, is I'm not going to go looking for it. Like, I had stopped watching The Flash, I stopped watching Arrow, I stopped watching all of that, so I'm not going hunting for it, because it's not, at one point, who are you? Who is that? Ew. Oh no. Some guy, like, rent-a-cop thinks that because he can save Batwoman that now he's, like, something. No, no. Oh no. But anyway, like, that's not a thing. No, no. But, like, so here's the thing. We're not shipping these two. Stop that. Don't say that again. But, like, here's the thing. When I went, when I first started all of this, like, I've seen all of these shows. So I wonder how far into Batwoman woman I'm gonna get before I finally like say, okay, that's enough. Because at some point, all of the shows annoy me enough that I stop watching them. Like I started watching The Flash. I started watching Arrow. I started watching Legends of Tomorrow. Like, and like I started watching like all of these shows I've started watching, and then at one point or another, they have all bugged me enough that like I've stopped watching them for just one reason or another. I'm just like, okay, that's enough. So right now I'm still into like Batwoman, so like it's fine. Like it hasn't really done anything, although it's getting kind of stale, like with the whole Alice thing. Like, so we'll see, because it's just kind of the same thing over and over again. Although right now, like she hates Alice now because of what Alice just did to Mary's mother. But like, I also think that Mary should become a supervillain at this point, just because I think that would be fun. But like, I also already see what's coming. Like, you know, Alice framed their dad for killing, like, spoilers by the way. But Mary like killed the what was that? Sorry, I can't say anything. I have to like go off of things. Um, like it's one of those things where it's like spoilers for Batwoman by the way. But like it's one of those things where it's like they Alice set up their dad for killing Mary's mom, and then you know now Mary is like talking to Kate, and she's like, "Was it worth it?" And she's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, I'm glad to hear that, but it's a little too late." And I'm just like, "Well, fuck." So it's like one of those things where it's like she knows that it's not worth it anymore. Like she knows that she should have chosen Mary because Mary is like, and the thing is too, Kate really pissed me off because it was one of those things too, and I hate this shit where they do it all the time, where it's like Alice is her birth sister, like her blood and all that other bullshit. So like she's like looking the other way. She's giving her chance after chance and doing all this other stuff. Like Alice has killed people, Alice has maimed people, hurt people, all this other stuff. And Mary even said that. She's like, I'm your sister. And she's like, and I haven't hurt anybody. And she's like, you know, I'm not crazy. I'm not out there being a supervillain. She's like, I'm your sister. And then she's like, well, it's different. And she's like, am I not your sister? And she's like, no, you are, but it's different. And she's like, how? How is it different? And she's like, I'm not your real sister. Is that it? Like, kind of thing. And I'm like, and Kate doesn't deny it. And I'm like, that's some fucked up shit, Kate. Like, is she your sister or not? And the thing is, that the thing about that is too, you can tell, like, they say something about like she's been her sister for like 15 years or something like that. I mean, it's been at least 10 or something. So like, that's been your sister for like half of like her whole life. So like, you're really going to be like, that's not your sister? You've known her almost as long as you've known your other sister. Like, you were raised with her almost as long as you were raised with your other sister. So for you to say, oh, this one's my sister and this one's not my sister, that's just fucking bullshit. Like, for you to be like, oh, well, Alice or Beth or whatever you want to call her, she's my real sister and Mary's not my sister, just because of what? The blood? Well, the blood that Alice has spilt, I think, negates the blood that she has running through her veins. Okay? I think that we should all agree that that's fucking means something. Like, and now she's like trying to, I don't know, get back on Mary's good side or something. And Mary's just kind of not having it right now. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't be having it either. Like, I don't understand this bonus. Like, I'm still fucking confused. Like, so, like, it, hold on one second. All right, so like she should be automatically like her sister at this point. And it's like you should either be like, yes, you're my sister, or no, you're not. But like you can't waffle back and forth. And you can't be like, oh, well, Alice is my sister more than, Mary is my sister. Either one of them is your sister or she's not your sister, but you cannot just go back and forth and you can't pick one more than the other. Like, because that's bullshit and that's not fair. Like, it's not fair to Mary. Like, Like it's really nonsense. And then it's like there was a lot going on here, and it's like what I did like though, like I like the idea of Alice and even the idea of Mouse. I really like the idea of both of them because it's like you have Alice who, you know, she had this traumatic thing, like she fell off of this bridge and then she was found by this guy, and this guy kind of just kidnaps her to be a playmate for his son because his son has this horrible like disfigure like disfigurement, and I guess he thinks that no one's ever gonna like love his son or treat him correctly, so he's like, you will now be my son's friend because no one else will. Which, kids are cruel, sure, but like, he still could have had friends. Like, he still could have something, but, you know, whatever. So, but I mean, like, the idea of that is still interesting. Like, it makes for a good, like, villain. Like, she's still a good villain. I'm not saying she's not a good villain, but like, my problem, I think, with these shows is they never go all the way with it. Like, they want to make them sympathetic. And yes, Batman villains are always sympathetic. Like they are always sympathetic because a lot of them have just very traumatic pasts and they just need help. Like if they could just get into some therapy, I feel like a lot of their problems would be solved. Like like just let them go into some group therapy, please. And I think that a lot of them would just be okay. Like please just let them get some kind of help. But I think that they go about it the wrong way if you actually want us to feel something else for them. Like Alice, like I don't know, like she's crazy and she's killing people and she's interesting because she's lost her damn mind because she was trapped in that room and she was kept away from her family. She feels abandoned, she feels neglected, and it's like she was in that house. Her sister was right there and she didn't feel her presence and she feels like she should have felt her presence, and that's what drove her crazy. Is she's like, I was there. We're twins and you didn't even know and you left me there. So like yeah, I can see how that could make her kind of snap. And it's unreasonable, but like it's fine. That's a good story villain. Like that's good for her to be like, you should have known I was there. And then the reasonable side of that is how the fuck would I know that you were there? But it's like, no, you should have known I was there. Okay, fair enough. That's your reasoning for why you became a villain. Perfect. The thing is, she flip flops back and forth where she's like, I hate you and I hate our father. But then she goes out of her way to not harm Kate. And it's not because she's like, oh, I want to torture you psychologically or I want to make sure that I can keep fucking with you. It's because she wants to protect her, because she wants to do something. And it's not even like she wants to be with her, like, because she's like got a craziness to her that she wants to have a relationship with her. She legit just wants to have a relationship with her sister. And at first I thought that she was going to have this like relationship where she was going to fight Mary because she didn't want to share. And I thought it was going to go the other way as well, where Mouse was going to go crazy on Kate because he didn't want to share Beth, aka Alice. That's not where they're at right now. I feel like that might be where they're going, but like I don't know, they didn't go hard enough with that storyline. So I don't know, they just never went there with it. Like I don't know, like they just never went there. And I don't know, they just never went there. Hold on, I have to mute this again. There we go. Okay. I have this up to see if it kind of works. Um Also, it kind of has a chat thing. But okay. Either way. But either way, shit, now I gotta like all these fucking people here want my attention all at once. I fucking hate them. Oh, Jesus Christ. But hey Rachel, what's up? Just bitching as per usual. And my thing like doesn't work, so I've decided just to like put a picture up and see if I can try it this way. just so that I can, because the voice works, but like the camera keeps freezing, and it's like no one wants to watch something that's freezing. Fair enough, because I don't want to watch something that's like, if I saw something that was freezing, I would literally just turn it right off. So I'm like, I figured if I just put a picture up or something, that might be fine. So either way, who knows? But like, it's one of those things where it's like, but anyway, like it's like it is one of those things though where it's, I don't know how hard they're gonna go because it's like a show and they want everyone to be sympathetic, but they get them sympathetic in the wrong way. Like I said, they go in a weird way with it. Like she wants like she wants to be, I don't know, she wants to be Kate's best friend, but like not, I don't know, like she wants to be Kate's best friend, but like not in an interesting way. Like if she wanted to be Kate's best friend, like she kept kidnapping Kate, or she like, you know, kept trying to do things to get Kate's attention, like that might be more interesting. But that's not what she's doing. Like she's just doing things. And then like I don't know, it's like weird because like Kate keeps like walking into like Alice's sanctuary and she doesn't like fight her, she doesn't like threaten to like take her to the police or like anything. She just walks in and says, "Hey, stop doing what you're doing," and then walks right out again. And it's kind of like they just had that kind of like as like an understanding or whatever. And it's like, what are you doing? Stop that. Now I think it's kind of changed because, Alice did what she did um with Mary's mom. So she's like now she's because and now well, and you know what? You know what the worst part about that is? Like so backtrack. Because the worst part about this is I don't even think that Kate is angry. I mean, she is, but like I don't even think she's really that angry about Mary's mom. She's mad because Alice put her dad in jail. That's what she's the most mad about, I think. She's the most mad because she put her dad in jail. And she's like, Alice took my whole family from me because, my dad is in jail, my stepmom is dead, and now my sister wants nothing to do with me. And I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, poor Kate. Like, that's like such a, like, you are really laying it on right now because that's not even, you don't even like, I really don't think she even like feels like that. Like that's not even kind of how she like that's not even how she's feeling at this point. Like it's some nonsense. Like it I don't know. It's not, let me gather myself here. I don't feel like it's genuine. Like I don't feel like that's her actual thoughts or feelings. Like I don't think that she cared that her stepmother is dead. I don't think that she really cares that much that she lost the connection with her sister. I think it's just an excuse. I think the only thing that she cares about is that her father is in jail. That's really the only thing that she's latched onto. Because the way that they have built up this character, the way that they have framed her, is that she only cares about her actual family. That she has not been shown to really care about Mary that much. Like she cares about her, but only when the story determines that she needs to care about her. Like that she would only need to care, like she only would care as being like, oh my god, Alice, you've gone way too far, like you took my sister. And I'm like, okay, when have you ever called her your sister though? Like not really ever. Hello, Chibambi.
You're my sister.
You are my sister. You're fathead. No, I'm talking about you're fathead number 2. I was talking about Batwoman, about how she doesn't call the other girl her sister. She only calls the one who's related to her by blood sister. And I'm like, that's fucked up. Right. I said the same thing. Like that girl right there, that's her stepsister. And I said she needs to call her sister just as much as she calls the other one sister.
Why did she grow up with her?
She did. She spent just as much time with her as she did with her twin. Because her twin fell off of a bridge at age 13. She's been with this one for 10 years. They had almost exactly the same amount of time together. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. listen, I call bullshit on their shenanigans, on their chicanery. I call bullshit. Like, correct. Like, I know you. I know. So anyway, that was my sister. But like legit, like it's unacceptable, and I feel like it only when the plot calls for it do they even ever care. Like it's just I don't know. It just doesn't seem genuine, and it was making me mad. So that's all. Like that's all that was. It's just it was making me mad. Like I don't know. Shit. Clicked on the wrong thing again. Stop that. No. So like I don't know. That part was making me like mad. Just because I like it's they're going in a certain way and I don't know exactly how they think they're going to go with it, but I kind of can think about where they're going with it and it's just stupid. Like they're going to go in one of like three ways with it and all three ways are stupid. So like I don't know, I'm kind of not looking forward to any of the ways that they might go. Okay. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Shit, I don't know how to spell. I just put like 4 I's in the word waiting. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Jesus Christ. Like, so anyway, well, that's just disrespectful, ordering 12 wings and only getting 11. Tell them that you want money back now, today, not tomorrow. Like that's just shenanigans as well. Listen, paid for 12 wings, give me 12 wings now. First of all, I'd be hungry and I'd be like, give me my wings. I want some wings. Wings sound delightful actually right now. Alice poisoned your mother and then danced on her grave. Did she dance on your grave or did she have a picnic on your grave? Because I'm pretty sure I saw like a little what's it called? What is that thing called? Fuck. Umbrella and like lawn chairs and such. I don't think there was so much dancing as there was like sitting. I mean, either way, I know it's kind of disrespectful, but you know, get it right. Batwoman takes a lot of selfies. I noticed, like, she's taken a couple of, and now she's getting swamped. She's taking selfies like a lot. Like, she uses the selfies to like get places, and like that was one of the things that like actually was like in one of the first episodes. She's like, "You'll never believe how I got past security." And he's like, "Oh, what? You like bribed him?" And she's like, "Oh no, I took a selfie." And he's like, "Yeah, that's not something that Batman would do." And it's like, no, it's not. Batman would not take a selfie. Batman would probably fucking rather die. So, like, legit. Also, I don't like the actor that they chose for Batman. When they did the Crisis, he was too old. Like, if Batman and Kate are supposed to be cousins, why is she so much younger than him? Like, I know he's older than her, but like, not that much older than her. Like, Jesus Christ. Why was he so much older than her? That was, no, did not like that. Shit. I don't know how to spell. I just keep spelling things incorrectly, and I don't, just because I'm trying to go fast. Gotta go fast, like Sonic. their way. I don't know. I was also like, I don't know. I was also like reading. I was also like reading my comics. See if that's still like on. I was also like reading my comics though, and why is my fucking shit frozen? Hold on. This has been happening a lot lately. Hey, work. This fucking shit. HBO has been fucking up. It just keeps freezing, and I'm like, why do you have to be such a son of a bitch? Why? Like, why? Can't you ever just work? Nothing in my life ever works. This is why I can't do anything. This is why I can't have nice things ever. Every time I try to have nice things, it's like, oh, you wanted this? No. You wanted to watch that? No. This is why I always end up doing nothing and just end up doing like the same four things or watching the same four things. And I'm like, no. I don't know. I don't know what that actor's name is. Kevin Conroy. I don't know. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Perhaps I'd have to look that up because I don't know who that is. I thought that was at first. I thought that was Alfred. Like I thought they were using that guy as Alfred, and then I was like, oh no, that's Batman because he's in like that suit because somebody stole his bones. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Like, all right. Can you work, please? Let me give this a try again. So like, um, Jesus Christ, why can't I get like I can't focus today? My mind is completely broken. Like, I don't know. I like shit. Fuck. Oh, good. It's like working. Huzzah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. He still looks too old. He is Bruce in another Earth. I mean, because they traveled to another Earth. He is Bruce from another Earth. I'm just saying, I still think he looks too old. Kristen. Not saying he's not Batman. I'm just saying that he looks too old. Well, like, I mean, he clearly he wasn't like Batman or whatever too. And it's funny because like he was like he kills or whatever. Like he had like trophies of like people that he had killed, and they're like Batman has a code, and he's like, we all have a code, and like you start out with one, and it's like, well, yeah, like everybody starts out with like good intentions or whatever, and then it's like you kill one, and then it's like you might kill one, and then it's like, oh, okay, then you just kill another, and then another, and then another. Because once you kill one, it's like, what's killing another one gonna do? What's killing, two, killing three? Because once you pop, you just can't stop. Like, it's easy to kill multiple people. Because it's like, just popping the first one, it doesn't matter. Anything after that is just a number at that point. Like, what's the difference between killing one and two? There really is no difference. Like, I mean, the voice of Batman from the animated series, that's pretty dope. I wasn't listening because I just was like, it's over there. I'm just kind of watching it. I'm not really listening to it. So if that's the voice of Batman, that's pretty dope. I should probably like go back and actually like listen to it. I'm just kind of watching it at this point. I have like the subtitles on and shit. So I missed the cameo because I wasn't listening. I was just watching. Like, so I don't know. It's let me just pull this up really quickly. Shit. I don't go there. There you go. Enjoy that. Yeah, like it's one of those things. Like he was like, "Oh, we don't like or she's like, we don't kill. And I'm like, but then he had all these trophies or whatever. And they're like, are those Clark Kent's glasses? And he's like, yeah, who do you think put him in that bodysuit or whatever? And it's like, well, yeah. I mean, like, Superman's not going to be like awesome in every single universe. Like, there are going to be some universes where Superman's a fucking asshole, or like where he gets adopted by someone who's not amazing or who's not good. Like, it's just, I mean, well, yeah, I think they did that too, like where they had, because they had Smallville, and then they had him, and like he had, he gave up his powers, whatever. He's just holding kryptonite. And they're like, what the hell? And he's like, meh, and he just kind of like yeeted it into the fucking field. I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm just like literally looking over, and she's like, we have nothing in common. And I'm like, you're right, you have nothing in common. Hello, Chibambe. Shit, do I have to add this person? Oh yeah, okay, added. So like whatever though, like I was watching, I was reading my comics, and like, so first of fucking all, can I tell you, I'm so far behind on like my comics and like the lore and everything, right? Like I fucking didn't know, and I didn't even know, but like I was reading it. Spoilers for Nightwing, but like I was fucking reading Nightwing. Did did y'all know? Probably because I'm fucking behind, but I didn't fucking know that Melissa Zuko is Dick's sister? I didn't fucking know that. How the fuck? How the fuck? I was like, excuse me, what? Excuse me? What? I did not know. What the fuck? I did not even know what the fuck. Like, what the fuck was going on? And I was just reading it, and I'm like, what? I literally had no idea what was going on at that point. And they're like, yeah, like, totally. And I was like, no, that's not a thing. I was like, wait, how could that even be? I'm like, how could that possibly be without somebody cheating? And I'm like, you can't introduce a character like that and be like, oh no, yeah, that's your sister. How? How the fuck? I'm like, how do you even, how would you, how? And they were like, oh yeah, well, we went to the circus, or, we went to the show, and, I ducked into, the tent because he was an abusive asshole. And I'm like, okay, rightly so. We know this. And like, but like, hold on. So like, and then she's like, oh, I ducked in, and like, they protected me. And it's like, oh, your mom and dad weren't together yet. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. And she's like, yeah, like, oh, like they weren't together yet, and what we had was very brief. And I'm like, oh, fuck off. No way. And like, they were like, so she was like, yeah. And she like, and then he came and he like took me back. Like he like stole me back or whatever and forced me to stay with him. And like, I had my baby, and like he had his suspicions, but like he was so proud and whatever, like he never told anybody, and nobody else ever like voiced any kind of suspicions or concerns or whatever, like everyone just always assumed. And she's like, and then I brought her to the circus, because I felt like, he had a right to know, like that he had a right to know that he had a daughter. And when I brought her, you were already there. Like, you guys were a family. And she's like, and I didn't want to break that up. And she's like, so we left. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. I'm like, oh, fuck this shit. What? No way. No fucking way. I was like, no goddamn way. I was so fucking no. Like, no. Like, no. There was no way. There was no fucking way. It was fucking insanity. It was fucking insanity. Also, this says that there are 25 errors. That's fucking hilarious. So that's probably lagged like a fucking bitch. Oh, look, it's blue again. For like 5 seconds, probably. Let's see how long this can be. Yeah. Let's see how long this stays blue. Probably 5 seconds. But like, I was like, no fucking way. There was no fucking way. Literally no fucking way. I was like, oh my God. And they were like, oh yeah, we felt like, he deserved to know. And she's like, but then, I saw how happy you guys were and, we just left. And I was like, what? It was like, I had literally no words. I was shocked. I did not see that coming at all. Like, and again, I know that I'm not the biggest, like, nerd. I'm not the biggest, like, into the lore and all this other stuff. So I had no fucking clue that was coming. I didn't know. I had no fucking idea. So I just was like, okay, this is happening, I guess. So, yeah, okay. All right, fine, okay, sure. Okie dokie then. It was fucking crazy. I was like, all right, okay. And apparently there's like a new one out and I haven't gotten to it yet. And I'm like, okay, well, goddamn, comics coming out on Wednesday and not Tuesday. Because if they would come out on my day off, I could go get them. But no, of course not. They have to come out on the day that I'm not off. So I have to like wait. And then I have to I'm always a week behind if I want to go get my damn comics. And now I'm like, now I want to know what's going to happen. So like, I have to actually go get them. And I can't go get them because like, also, like, when is there going to be a new Red Hood? Someone please fucking tell me, because I would love for there to be a new Red Hood. Like, please, just give me Red Hood today. Like, I just want a new Red Hood in my life today, not tomorrow. Miss him. I miss my babe. Anyway. But then, okay, so I also read Robin, right? So I read Robin. Yum. But I read Robin. And I started talking about this one before, and then, my fucking system, like, fucking froze and went down and all that other shit. So, but I started talking about Robin before, and, like, the fact that where I got to, or where we are, or whatever, is that they're doing the competition, and they had to wait, like, they had to have everybody die at least once before the actual competition could begin. So the only person who hadn't died yet was Ravager. But then, obviously she died. So now the competition is like on for real. But like Connor Hawk threw Damien off the side. But then I was so excited because guess who came back? Oh my God, Goliath came back. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. The baby came back. I was so fucking excited. He came back and he saved Damien. He saved Damien and he took him off to the island. I was so excited. I was so excited to see Goliath again. I was so fucking excited. So like Goliath came back and he brought him over and he like took him off to the island and he was like, he took him off to the island to be with his grandfather. So, Ra's al Ghul, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, Ra's al Ghul's like, oh, I'm here doing my thing. And he's like, well, how can I trust you? And he's like, bruh, you can't. Like, trust. But, like, he's like, I have to teach you, there's, like, more that I need to teach you. And he's like, why would I ever, like, want to learn anything else from you? Like, no. So it's like, you know, there's more shit that he's got to do and there's more shit that he's got to learn and, all that other bullshit. So he's like, I got to get back to the island. Like, there's competition. Let's go. I got shit to do. Like, I ain't got time for you and your, shenanigans. Like, I got to go. So he's going to go and, like, because they all have their own reasons why they want to be on that island. Like, Damien doesn't want to even go onto the island for, like, the contest even. He's just using the contest as a reason to get there because, like, there's something else there that he wants. Ravager's doing the same thing. She's there because there's something on that fucking island that she wants. And then, like, other people are there because they want to actually win the contest or whatever. But, like, that's not why, like, a lot of them are there just literally because there's something else on that island and they want it. So it's like, they just want what's on that fucking island. So, fair enough. But it was so cute, too. Like, she was going through Damien's shit, and Damien's, like, yanks it away. And it's like, she's like, oh, I would have taken you for, like, a War and Peace kind of guy. And it's like, he's got a manga, and it's so fucking cute, because it's like, it's like a shoujo manga too. Like, it's not even like an action one. It's like an adorable little, like, it's about art. It's so fucking cute. I am just like, yes, like, please, more of that, please. It was so fucking cute. It was so fucking adorable. I was so excited. I'm like, oh god, I am really, like, enjoying Robin. Like, Robin is so fucking cute. I am so enjoying Robin. Like, it's so cute. It's so fucking cute. Like, I want more of that. I want all of that. At least all of that. Please and thank you. Like, so fucking cute. And then I was reading, oh god, what is it called? Challengers. Um, yeah, like, oh fuck me. Super Sons, the Challengers, and they had to go, like, they went back in time, and they had to, fuck around with Vandal Savage and oh, what's his face? Whatever, what's his face? So they had to fuck around with him, and but then now they came back to the present, and they are now fighting with present day Vandal Savage. And I'm like, yo, bro. Because they're like, God, can't you learn to let anything go? Like, that was over 500 years ago. Like, are you still mad? Like, you still mad, bro? That's so good, too, because it's like, they, like, saved, who did they save? They saved Wonder Woman, and then they saved, who did they save after that? Someone. And they're like, okay, like, well, we gotta go save our dads because we know they're gonna be next and whatever. And then it's like, no, you're wrong. And he's like, what do you mean I'm wrong? And it's like, we're next. And it's so funny because, like, the symbol was literally like it had a little zipper, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it had a little zipper. Like, that was so fucking precious. Like, you had a little zipper. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? It was adorable. It's fucking adorable. Like, there was a little zipper. They're adorable. They're so adorable. God, I love them so much. Like, I never want them to grow up. I just want them to stay babies forever. And I know that can't happen because, like, in their respective actual fucking stories, like, John had to age and now he's, like, 17 or some shit. And Damien is, like, 15, growing up and some shit. Everyone's growing up. How dare they? How dare they? Like, yeah, I know they can't be babies forever, but they're so cute. Like, at least in this one, they're just so fucking precious because, like, but, like, they're so cute. Like, they're just besties. Like, they literally are just so fucking cute. Like, I said this in the last one too, but like, I like, they were talking about their contingency, like, John finds out about the contingency plan, and he's like, your dad is turning into a supervillain. And he's like, nonsense. And he's like, as long as they behave themselves, they have nothing to fear from my father. And he's like, well, wait a minute, does your father have a contingency plan for me? And he's like, no, actually he doesn't. And he's like, wait a minute. He's like, does that mean that you have a contingency plan for me? And he's like, just keep doing what you're doing and you'll probably be fine. And he's like, probably? And I'm like, you guys are fucking, like, you're killing me. Stop today. Like, stop it. You guys are, like, they're too much. Like, they're fucking cute. I cannot deal with them. But, like, again, I say it again. They need contingency plans. They need those contingency plans. There's too many times that those bitches be out there having powers. No. Too much. Too many contingencies. I would have contingency plans. I think I'm a super villain, though. I don't think that I would ever be a hero. Said it before and I'll say it again. I'm no hero. I'm no one's hero. I'll fucking kill someone. I don't care. I'd be the first one to kill someone. They would be like, oh, I know it's like a moral decision and there's no going back. And I'm like, and they'd be like, what did you just do? And I'm like, I chopped his head off. They'd be like, why? And I'm like, oh, he's not going to fucking kill anybody else now, is he? End of that conversation. I'm not going to keep having people keep coming back. Like the Joker keeps coming back and murdering people and doing all the shit, like the bullshit. Get him out of here. Just kill someone and then we won't have any more of this. Like, I've had enough. Like, I've had enough. No more of that. Just get rid of them the first time and you wouldn't keep having this. I mean, obviously, my comic would be very short. It would just be like a one-off and it would just be done because like I'd kill all of my villains and then they would be like, all right, off to Arkham with you. And I'm like, why? I'm like, listen, I'm a delight, okay? And they'd be like, no, you're a fucking super villain. I'm like, what? No, I'm an anti-hero. And they're like, no, you're not even an anti-hero. You're just a fucking villain. I'm like, no. Silliness. Stop. I would probably be a villain. Because like, if they consider, like, you know, what's her face? Poison Ivy is like a villain because, she wants to fight off for eco-terrorism and shit, but she like kills people and like, does all that bullshit, and she's a villain. I would definitely be a villain. So, I mean, I wear my villainous proudly. I would so be a villain and I'd be okay with it. Okay, yeah, it looks fine. Whatever. All right. All right. So, anyway, I need to catch up on my other comics. Like, I have other comics that need catching up on. Like, I mean, Batman, certainly. Certainly I'm behind on Batman. Like, lots of behind on Batman. All of the behind. But I am also behind on, whatchamacallit, fuck me. What did I say? What was the other one I said was over there? I mean, Batman, I know, certainly, because like I said, I'm on like 56 and there's like 112 or 11 or something over there. So behind on that. And, but what's the other one? And then, what's the other one? There's something else I was reading and I cannot remember what it was. Because there's no new Constantine. Like, I know that there was no new Constantine. So, like, god damn it, what was the other one I was reading? Fuck me. Ugh. Oh yeah, the Superman in Metropolis, and then uh the Flash had a couple of those, like future state Flash, future state Metropolis, where Johnny is grown up, and then future state Batman as well, where Tim is the other Tim is Batman. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm like got that. But like I said, there's no new Constantine. There was no new Red Hood, which is like disappointing. Where's my shit? Where are the comics I really want to read? Bring those to me now. Bathe them and bring them to me. Bitches. I don't know why they do this. I can't believe they've done this. Shit. Shit. I have so many things that I need to do, and it's fucking only Wednesday. Like, why is it only goddamn Wednesday? Today's like my Monday. I hate that it's Monday. I'm tired and I'm cranky. My cat is on my desk. Hello, my baby cat. You as well. You mind? I mean, she is best cat. You are correct. Excuse me, madam. Cannot see. Madam. Jesus Christ, this baby cat. I need like there's so many things I want to do, and then I just have like no um focus. Like my ADD is so bad. Like I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and then it's like, no, can't do that. Can do this. Nope, nope. And it's like I want to do 12 things. Like here's a list of 12 things I want to do, and it's like, okay, pick one of them, and it's like, nope, I'm gonna pick exactly zero of them. And I'm like, okay, but there are 12 different things that you could do. Just pick one of them, and it's like, no, I have all of these things that I have to do, so now I'm gonna do none of them. And I'm like, how is that productive? And it is not, is the answer. It is not productive at all. Because like I want to finish Crooked Kingdom. I want to finish I want to actually finish listening to the fucking ASMRs that I started. I want to finish, you know, fucking shit that I was watching before. I want to actually read the rest of my comics. Like, there's so many fucking things that I need to do or that I want to do. And then my ADD is like, hey, guess what you're gonna do? And I'm like, what? Nothing. And I'm like, why do you have to be such a son of a bitch all the time? Can't you ever just do something that I want to do? The answer is no. The answer is actually fuck no. But because fuck me, I guess. Because I'm just a bitch. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Alice looks crazy over there. Like I said, Alice is an interesting character because she was kind of introduced in Gotham, when they had the Mad Hatter. Loved the Mad Hatter. He was a good character. First of all, loved Mad Hatter. Um, but then again, I loved all the villains in Gotham. I still stand by what I said about how I hated Gordon. Like James Gordon in Gotham was the worst character. Stand by that. Stand by that. I don't care. He was just boring. And like, why are you here? Like, why are you a character? Like, why do I have to follow you around when there are so many more interesting people that I could be following and listening to? Like, you're the worst. You're the fucking worst. Like, why do I have to fucking listen to you, bitch, and waffle between, oh, I'm a good guy, I'm a Boy Scout, and oh, I can do whatever I want because I'm James fucking Gordon. Like, please, shut up. Just shut up, please, today, not tomorrow. God, please, just shut up. Like, I really did not like James Gordon in that one at all. Like, he's a fucking bitch, okay? I really didn't like him. Like, pick a side, okay? Pick a fucking side. Like, at least fucking Harvey was like, I'm a little bit, in between. And it's like, okay, stay there. You can stay in between. That's totally fine to be there. And it's okay to be a dirty cop as well. I mean, it's not, but like in the show, like if you are, that's who you are. That's like your character or whatever. But like, don't pretend that you're like this upstanding dude and then act up and then judge others for acting up. Like that was just my whole thing. I really didn't like him. Like that was the whole thing. Like I fucking went off about that before, and that was just like I really did not like James Gordon. I just really did not like James Gordon. I bought Gotham though because like I know that in the future like I'm gonna want to watch it again because I really enjoyed all the characters so fucking much. Like Nigma was my favorite. I love it. Like when he loses his mind is just like my favorite thing. And then Penguin just manipulating the fuck out of everybody was just like uh, was just yes, amazing. Just 10 out of 10. Just 10 out of 10. Both of them, my favorite characters. The two of them were my two favorite characters. And then like I like that they had like nods to like characters that you don't really see a whole lot. Like they had Solomon Grundy in there, and it's like he's not really in a lot of things. So like I enjoyed that. And like they had things like they had the Mad Hatter and they had certain things that like you don't see a lot. Like they had a lot of different things in there. I really liked Gotham. Gotham was really enjoyable to me. And I liked Baby Bruce and like, Baby Selena. And like I thought they were cute. Like they were adorable, like little babies. Like I didn't like when they introduced the Joker though. I thought that was really poorly done. I did not like that at all. I didn't like that they gave him a backstory. I didn't like the character. So here's my thing about that. The actor that they chose, perfect. That was the perfect Joker. You could not have picked a guy more perfect than that kid. He was perfect to play the Joker. Perfect voice, perfect facial expressions, perfect everything. He was the perfect Joker. My problem was the way that they introduced him as the Joker. And the fact they gave him a backstory, they gave him a name, they gave him all this shit. And like, I get it. Like, it's a different universe, it's a different everything. Like, you're changing everything about, like, because everybody has a different kind of everything. It's a different universe. Like, I get it. In no universe does anybody want to know the origin story of the Joker because, like, nothing is good enough. Nothing is good enough. You're never going to be like, oh, this is good enough for the Joker's backstory. Nothing is good enough for that. So he kills his mother. Who fucking cares? Lots of people kill their mothers. It doesn't turn them into the Joker. Like I don't know. I always want the Joker's origin to be a mystery because like I don't want to know what drives him. My fucking computer's dying. I don't want to know why that bitch is as crazy as he is. Like he is because he is. Like there is no other reason. He just is. That just is. He is because he is. Like it just he is because he is. That's the answer. That's just the answer. stuff. Like, okay, stop. Show me. Okay, whatever. All right. Anyway, so like, yeah, like I don't know, for whatever reason, like I know other people didn't really go away. Other people didn't really have the same issue that like I had with it. But then again, I get really picky about certain things. Like I don't like, and I didn't like it. I did not like that. I don't like the fact. I don't like the fact that I knew Joker's origin story in there. Just didn't like that. No, thank you. Thank you. Next. But then again, I did finish. That's one of the only like comic book shows that I actually finished all the way through. Like, um, offline again. I don't know. They might have, but they might have changed it so that he's just the inspiration. I mean, they did that a lot. They did that with the other thing, but that's not the point though. I mean, like even if they did do that, like I don't know. That kid was like perfect for the Joker. Like, don't get me wrong, he was a perfect Joker. But like I said, I don't like knowing the origin of the Joker. I just don't like that. Like, it's lame. It's not good. It's like stupid. I don't know. I watched all of it. I I watched all of it and I really hated the ending. I thought the ending was so like after building up these characters so much, that ending was disrespectful. Like the ending to Gotham was so bad. I don't did anybody like the ending to Gotham? Because I definitely did not. Like I did not like the ending to Gotham at all. I thought it was so disrespectful to the characters that they had created. Did not like that. Did not like that at all. But then again, I know like there were other people who didn't like the things that they had done to him in the first place. Like a lot of people didn't like that the Penguin was really skinny for like the whole show and that he was only fat at the very end. Like I don't know. I didn't really like the ending. I thought it was so stupid. Didn't like it. Because it kind of backpedaled everything that the show had done. I guess they have to set it up somehow for Batman to be, doing his Batman thing. Batman is like the least interesting part of like everything though. Like, and I always say that. Like, I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Batman to death. But like, he's the least interesting part of everything. His villains are like more interesting than he is. His kids are more interesting than he is. Like, Batman is always like the least interesting part of every kind of Batman's situation. Why are you giving me a bad? I barely have talked to you. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I barely have said hello. Like, what? People be bitches. Like, I barely even said hello. What a jerk. Ay, Dios mío, merde. So I would love to know the difference of what's going on with this computer. or like what's going on with the streaming thing, because it was giving me such fucking shit earlier. It was completely red. It said I had 25 issues and errors and all that other shit. And now it's completely blue and it's letting me do whatever I want, and it's fine. It's doing whatever, and I'm like, what is the difference? What is the difference? Why are you? I don't know. There's nothing different. I ain't done nothing different. I ain't doing nothing different. Everything's the same. Ay, Dios. Okay, good. Look, you guys see my hoodie? Isn't it fucking amazing? I still love my hoodie. I'm gonna get my next one. I'm gonna get my next one soon. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm probably gonna order it maybe tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I should probably like turn Gotham back on, or not Gotham. Gotham. Batwoman back on. I turned it off because I wasn't paying attention to it. Like I had literally stopped watching it. But like, see what's up here. My kids. We have the Bat kids up there. I was just like, first of all, they need to. I need to get a better tank top is what I need. First of all, we need to. They need to, if they're like doing like shows and such. They need to do one for Constantine. Like they had the Constantine movie, but now that they like know what they're doing and stuff, they need to do a Constantine show. Please and thank you. That would fucking be amazing. And they could like do it right. I feel like they would like they're starting to like learn. So they could like get shit right. Like I feel like they would be able to do it. Like they could do it. They could get some shit together here. Do Constantine. Please. Just do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please leave me alone. Everything and everybody. But they could do it. They could so do a Constantine. Like, I like, and first of all, and there's only one person who can do Constantine, and like they can need to continue to have him just do it. Because first of all, like I said, I saw his name pop up. Well, they need to do it again. Why was it canceled? Disrespectful. Do it again. It's unacceptable. You know why it was canceled? Because like the CW can't do anything with Constantine. It's because of his content. They know they can't do it. You can't water down Constantine. You can't do it. I would take either one. I would honestly take either one. But like now that they have like the Harley Quinn show and like they can put it on like that kind of network, they would. What do you mean no one watched? First of all, I would have watched if I knew it existed. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know it was there. I'll watch it. Where are the episodes? Show me the old episodes and I'll watch them. Where can I watch them? It wasn't marketed well because like we didn't even know that, like I didn't even know it was a thing. But like, yeah, if they HBO it, I feel like a lot of people would watch it because like who doesn't want Constantine? Especially what the fuck? Why are you back for like a fourth time? This person keeps coming in and leaving and then like leaving me a bad chat rating without actually fucking doing anything. Like, what do you want? Like, what can I goddamn help you with? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, get out. Shit! I just closed out of the whole thing and I didn't mean to do that. And now I have to do everything fucking again. Don't start with you. Don't start with me not watching it because I would have watched it. And you goddamn know that I would have watched it because it was Constantine. I you know that I would watch Constantine. Don't fucking start. Don't fucking start. You see who's on my door. You know who's on my door. When you first come into my bedroom, who the fuck is looking you right in the face? Who is looking you in the face when you first come into this room? Don't start. Don't start your shenanigans. Your chicanery. Knock it off. Knock it off. Constantine more than I love myself. Which isn't really hard, so, you know. I mean, I think that's it too, is you had told me about that he couldn't smoke, which is fucking stupid. Like, he could hold a cigarette, but he can't smoke one? The fuck is that shit? Well, kids here, hold cigarettes, but don't actually smoke them. Like, what do they what do kids think that he's doing? He's just holding cigarettes? It's implied that he's smoking it. How is that better? How is holding a cigarette any better than actually smoking it? Come on now. Come on now. Let's not be fucking stupid here. They do need to do an adult one. Like, come on now. Like I said, if they can do the Harley Quinn show, they can do a Constantine show. And it would be they could do it just as fun. Like, and it would be just as good. Like, they could do it just as good. Like, now that they know that they can do it, like, and that they don't have to, like, watch what they say, or they don't have to, like, water it down. Like, they could actually just go there. I think that they could really do it. And, like, they could get people they could get people who would enjoy it. Like, they would have, like, there's an audience for that. It's not just like me and like one other person. Like, there's an audience for that. Like, literally, I think that there are other people who want that rather than just the fucking Constantine movie that we have. Who wants that? No one, not me. I don't want that. I don't want that Constantine movie. I want a different one. I mean, we have a different Constantine movie. Like I said, Apocalypse War, like, is fucking great. And then there's the actual Constantine movie. Oh, what's it called? City of something. City of something. What the fuck is it? Constantine, City of Demons. First of all. Second of all, look at that. Who is that? Tell me I don't love Constantine. Fuck you. Love him. You just stand right there. Love Constantine. Love him. I love him. I do. I love him so much. He's so, like, his fucking comics are so good, like, because he don't give shit. He just don't care. He's fucking hilarious. I love him so much. He's so good. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, please leave me alone. I mean, yes, and I would. I would watch whatever movie. First of all, and it has to be him. Like, no other actor is acceptable. It has to be him. I I reject anyone else trying to be Constantine. No one. There can only be one. There can only be one. What was I doing here? Okay, I was doing this. Constantine is bae. Legit. Like if I could do, like if I could be with, like if I could be probably. I don't know if I would want to be in Constantine's universe though, or like like one of his sidekicks or whatever, because he gets a lot of his sidekicks killed. So I don't know if I'd want to be a part of that. I don't know if I'd want to be a part of that. Maybe just like you know, quickie real quick and then just fuck off. Just like, okay, bye, and then just leave really quickly. Like, because like I don't know how many Chazes he's been through, but like it's a fair decent amount. So no, like not today, Satan. No, like literally not today, Satan. He's literally had sex with Satan. Literally had sex with Satan. So not today, Satan. Not today. He's so sad sometimes though. Like he literally like he like I would love to be Constantine for like just to be him for a day and then like step back out and then just go be me and then fuck off. I would be Constantine for a day. His powers are fucking amazing. I want his powers. Just like and just fucking do what he can do. Yes, please. Yes, fucking please. I no, 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 no. But yes, please. I'll take all of that and some more, please. And thank you. You're making me want to watch like he has like two movies. You're making me want to watch them again because I love him so much. Because he's fucking funny. Like, and I really do love him so much. Like, he's so fucking funny. And like in the movies he's in, he's like really funny as well. So I wish there was more of him. That's why I read the comics because like he is in his own comics like really funny. That's you know what else, like what other comic is like really good? Midnighter. I need to like get back on Midnighter and finish those because I never actually finished I finished the original Midnighters and like Midnighter and Apollo. I finished those, but then there's like the Outsiders. Never finished Outsiders, so I need to like finish Outsiders and then go back because I didn't finish those. However, I've been seeing more Outsiders material when it was like Pride Month. They kept bringing out Midnighter, and I'm like, if you're gonna bring out Midnighter, you have to bring out new Midnighter material. Don't just bring him out. Just be like, oh look, we have some people. We can bring him out for this month and then put him back in the vault. No, bring him out and give me new material for him because he's fucking funny. I want Midnighter now, today. Give it. Give me Midnighter now. Ah. So yeah, no, I want new Midnighter material now. Give it. I want new Midnighter material. Just like give me new Midnighter material now, today, not tomorrow. Now. Like, and they won't give me new Midnighter material because they're just fucking selfish. Like, they're like, oh look, we're just gonna, pull him out for a month and then put him back. And I'm like, that's just fucking disrespectful. Give me new Midnighter material now. So that's fine. I'll just have to read the old stuff and then Like, just I'll just read the older, like I'll just read it. I'll just read the older stuff, and then that's fine. Like I haven't had the time. I mean, I've had the time, but like I haven't had the, you know, I just haven't had the opportunity or the motivation is really the correct word. I haven't had the motivation to read what I want to read. I just shush.
You lazy.
Why?
You
You?
lazy.
I mean, usually.
Go spit.
There you go, baby cat. I haven't had the motivation. I mean, that too. I just haven't had motivation to do shit. So eventually, I will read them because I have to finish. I have to read those. I have to read I have to catch up on Detective Comics. I have to read Batman. I have to finish Flash, and then I there were no more Green Arrows because I finished Green Arrow, and then there were no more new ones. So I just there was fucking no more of those. And then Shibani, what are you doing? Well, why is she doing it on the pillow? Mm-hmm. Shibambi. We don't know. She's got a question. Hmm. tried this again. Every time I thought, I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna click this. I'm like, nope, just kidding. Funniest part is I was like, I don't even know that I had anything else left to say. I was like, oh, let me just like end. And I was like, nope, okay, can't even do that. Just kidding. So I'm like, whatever. Eventually I'll have things, have like important things to say and do. Right now is not one of those times. I was like, I caught up. Shit. That's not what I wanted. Finished that, and I finished this. Huzzah for me. Yeah, I need to like I caught up on that and I caught up on a bunch of my stuff there. Now there's just like other things that I need to catch up on as well. So I need to just catch up, and then I also want to just catch up on you need to stop it. Okay, shut up. I'm so sick of this chick. Like, I'm working on it. I have 3 other things that I'm working on. Leave me alone. I can only do one thing at a time. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Backwards and sideways. So, I eventually want to finish Crooked Kingdom again because, like, once I finish Crooked Kingdom, then I can actually read, like Scars, King of Scars, and Wolves. Um, the new Wolves one. I don't remember what the name of it is. But okay. All right. Yes, I see you. Shut up. How many ways can I tell you to shut up? I can tell you to shut up in 100 different ways. Like, but please, just leave me alone. Yes. Okay. There. Enough. People need to leave me alone so that I can just be like, fuck off. Like, fuck off. Seriously? Seriously. Seriously. This is one of those things where if like people had like a kink where they just like to be talked down to, I could do that. Cause like I will tell you to fuck off all day long. Like please just fuck right off. Because I'm so sick of dealing with these people. So sick of dealing with them. Like leave me alone. I am so tired of you. Get out today. Like just hate them so much. Like I'm doing my best. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so apparently there is a new Nightwing comic. Oh god. Okay, anyway. Like no, yeah, apparently there was a new Nightwing comic that came out. I haven't gotten it yet because it came out I think today and I just haven't gotten it yet. And they were like, "Oh, like they finally put to bed a um a love triangle that's been in the works and blah blah blah." I'm like, "No they fucking haven't. No they fucking haven't." Cuz like I saw what they said, put to bed or put to rest those things. I'm like, "It was one kiss." Dick kisses girls all the time. That means nothing. Especially because the kiss was with Barbara. That means nothing. That means literally nothing. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't significant. I'm just saying it means nothing. Like, he might be getting back together with her, or he might just be sleeping with her for now. Because they hook up and get back together all the time. Like, they're kind of on again, off again. Like, it's just what they do. And it's no disrespect to them at all. It's just what they do. It's just kind of what what they do. And I like them just as much as I like anything, but it doesn't mean that they're endgame or that they're going to get together or anything like that. A kiss or even them having sex, which is honestly what they just did, because they did just have like a one night stand, which was fucking hilarious because he is accused of murder. Spoilers. He's accused of murder, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Hey, nothing much. I haven't even gotten to the corner yet." And he's like, "Cool, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna need for you to like turn around and come back." And she's like, "Why?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm being accused of murder, and you're my alibi." Like legit, because they had like they slept together the night before, so like she's the alibi for the night before, like the previous night, because they were together obviously. So like she comes back and obviously like she backs him up about like, yeah, he was with me, like, and if you're like he has an alibi, you don't have any proof, like you're just kind of speculating. She's like, I have a law degree, and they're like, we will decide what's important, and she's like, no, you won't. And she's like, I have a law degree. And he's like, me too. And I'm like, okay, Dickie, sit down. Like this is Barbara's time to shine. This is not for you. Be quiet. Like this is not for you. This is why you called her back here, not just to be an alibi, but to like, you know, be in charge of this. You just sit there and look pretty, sir. Like that's your main important point, is to just sit there and look like sit there and be pretty. Like, and he does like. And I didn't know he had a law degree. Like, I knew he had like a lot of things. Like, they all have a lot of shit in their back pocket, but I didn't know a law degree was one of the things that he had. So I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed that he has a law degree in his pocket. How did he get that? When did he go to law school? Like, when did you acquire that, sir? Did you actually go to law school? When? Like, when did you get that? I want to know. Like when did he have time to even do that? Like, was it in between when he was working for Spiral or whatever? Like when he was between being Robin and becoming Nightwing, when he left Bloodhaven, like when did you actually do that? Where did you get your degree? What the I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I believe him. I'm sure. I'm sure he just did it like online or something. Like he has like an online, some kind of online degree, which that's fine. Like I'm not saying that it doesn't count. I'm just saying, where the fuck did you get that? Like, when did you get that? I want to know what else he has. What else are you like qualified for? What other degrees do you? I just want to see. I feel like he just in any kind of situation, he would just be like, they'd be like, oh, is there a doctor here? And he'd be like, I'm a doctor. And I'm like, a doctor in what? What is your degree? Like, what kind of doctor do you, like, what doctorate do you have? And like, I feel like in any situation, he would just stand up and be like, yeah, I can totally. Because I mean, like, obviously he knows like CPR and like he knows like that kind of stuff. So like, if anybody said that kind of thing, like, yeah, he would be like, yeah, okay, I can help. But like, he'd be like, oh, we need a lifeguard. I feel like he would just like pop up and be like, yeah, totally, I'm a lifeguard certified. I'm like, okay, when did you get that certification? And they'd be like, oh, we need a minister. And I'd be like, he'd be like, yeah, I'm a minister. I got ordained on the internet. I'm like, when the fuck did you get ordained? For what purpose did you get ordained? Why? Whose weddings are you planning to officiate? Like, oh, I just thought it would be a good idea. Why? Like, why did you need that? First of all, he is the Barbie of Gotham. First of all, he is. And like he has all of the credentials and he's beautiful to look at. He has things and stuff. Especially now that Alfred has left him all that money. Alfred left him tons of money, by the way, and the Alfred like society thing. He left tons of shit. He is a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Indeed, he is. First of all, and he is. And that's the thing. Like, and that's the thing too, where it's like I said, Tim came out as bi. Dick also is bi. Like, he doesn't even need to come out. It's just like understood. Everyone knows it. And it's just a thing. Like, and no one can deny it. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it doesn't need to be spoken because it's just understood. Because how many grown ass men have lusted after Nightwing? All right? It's just a thing. And it's like, oh, well, they're lusting after him. He's not lusting after them. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. He flirts back. He definitely flirts back. And it's one of those things where it's like, he knows it as well. There's a comic in Spiral, or like it's like Grayson, but he's working for them, and his face is completely distorted, so like you can't see his face because of the technology, and you can only see his body. Midnighter looks at him and is like, "That's Nightwing," and they're like, "How did you know?" And he's like, "No one else has an ass like that." That's fucking canon. I fucking kid you not. That's fucking canon. Where Midnighter knows him by his ass, okay? They're like, he's like, oh yeah, that's totally, that's Nightwing. And they're like, how the fuck do you know that? And he's like, oh yeah, that's his ass. Why do you know this? And it's like, oh, that dead ass. Dead ass though. That's legit a thing. Like, Nightwing has that ass, and everyone wants it, okay? Midnighter, Talon. I mean, like, you've got, like, an Slade. Like, there's so many grown-ass men who are just, they want that dick. They do. They want him. They want him. Tiger, he wants him too. Yes, he does. Yes, he fucking does. Tell me he doesn't. Yes, he does. Oh my god, they flirt constantly in that. They flirt constantly. Oh my god. But like, Dick also flirts with all the girls as well. Constantly flirting with the girls as well. Because, I mean, you got Barbara, you got Donna, you've got Starfire, obviously. Like, you have all, and then, um, fucking Z. You've got, like, all, like, there are so fucking many. So, he's definitely bi. All right, that's just a thing. He just is. And that, it never needed, like, he doesn't need to come out because he was never in. Like, he's never in a closet. He was never, like, trying to hide it. It's just, he just is. So it's like, at least 2 out of the 4 boys. 2 out of the 5 boys, 6 boys. How many boys are there now? How many boys are there? There's 5 boys. Because you have Dick, Jason, Tim, Damien, Duke. 5 boys. And then you have Barbara, Cassie, Steph are the girls, right? Oh, I feel like I'm missing a girl and I'm going to get in trouble for it. Barbara, Steph, Cassie. Yep, those are the ones I remember. So, that as you will. Yep. No, he definitely is. He definitely is. He's very confident in his sexuality. He doesn't feel the need to do any. He doesn't need to do anything about it. It's really funny. Have you like? There was a video that Panda did. Panda Red did. If you watch his TikToks or his YouTube channel, which if you've never seen his YouTube channel or his TikToks, go fucking watch them because he does it for DC and Marvel. He's fucking hilarious and he knows everything about everything. So like go watch him now today, not tomorrow. He did one about Tim coming out where Tim he's like he's like, guys, I want to tell you something. It's like really it's really personal, and I want you guys to be the first ones to know. And they're like, Tim, we already know. Like, you don't have to like say anything else. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, you're bi. And he's like, how did you know that? And he's like, oh please, Timmy, we've always known. And he's like, what do you mean? There's no way you could have known except for this possible like this moment. And they're like, Tim. Like it's so funny. It's like the whole sketch is like really fun. Like I just go watch it. Like I'm not gonna like do the whole thing because he does it, but it's like really really funny. It's like so I really enjoyed it. So like he's really funny just in general. I love him. I watch his shit all the time. Like he goes so far into the lore, and he does like the Tim test where it's like would the superhero's identity, like can you pass your secret identity, can your secret identity pass for the superhero? The answer is no for like almost every single superhero in existence. Like you fail the Tim test. Like so like go watch him. He's so fucking funny. Like every time I like he does like a new one and I stumble upon it again, I get like renewed into like loving comics and like wanting to read my comics again. Like he makes me love them again. He's so fucking hilarious. Like I love him so much. If I ever met him in real life, I would probably geek out and he'd probably be like really like okay, get away from me. And I'd be like, no, please, I'm not a crazy. I just really think you're funny. That's all. Like I swear I'm not crazy, but like I just think he's really funny. That's all. But seriously, like go watch his content. He's really, really funny. If you like comics at all, like go watch his fucking content. Like he does DC and Marvel. Um, Let me see if I can just like pull up his YouTube and I'll just like link it in the chat because he is that fucking funny and I think that everybody should see him. So if my shit works, we'll see. Everything is slow. But that's Constantine Dunce. Fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I get tired and then I'm just like, I don't know what to do with my life. This needs to go here. And then, no, and then. And then, no, and then. And then, and then, and then, and then, and then. That movie is stupidly funny. I don't care. That movie is stupidly funny. I don't care. I think that movie is stupidly funny. All right. So okay, where is? Okay, I will give you the Alfred Call the Guy compilation because Alfred Call the Guy is also really funny. So here is Alfred Call the Guy. There you go. Enjoy that. And then Alfred Call the Guy obviously is every time Bruce sees an orphan, he wants to adopt it. So he has Alfred Call the Guy. That's like a running joke on there as well, which is also really funny. So yeah, Alfred Call the Guy. So yeah, go watch his content. Honestly, if you like I said, if you like comics at all, and that's just the DC. Like that's one of his DC ones. He also does like Marvel, and then he does like comic book discussions, and then he does like discussions about like other nerdy shit too. But that's just his DC ones. So you know, plug for just someone I think is really funny. I don't like I said, I don't know him in real life. I wish I knew him in real life, but yeah, go watch his shit. End of fangirling, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, so like I just saw that new one and I thought that was just really funny. But like um yeah, so like I saw that one and then like I wanted to read my comics again. So like I started reading my comics again and like I don't have I don't have that one because I think that one's in Urban Legends where Timmy comes out. I think that's in Urban Legends. So it's canon, but it's not canon. Canon. Like it's canon, but it's canon in like a one shot, I think. I could be wrong. I also thought that kid's name was Mark. It's Bernard. So I was very wrong about that as well. Those names don't even sound anything similar. So fuck me, I guess. I don't have it, so I didn't read it. I don't know. I haven't actually seen it. I just saw it online because I don't have that comic. Because again, he doesn't. It's not in the main storyline. I think it's in one of those one-offs. So I don't know. I would go look for it. I just haven't. Like, if it comes out in like a volume, maybe I'll like buy it as like a volume because I need to stop buying individuals. They're too expensive and I need to stop it. Like, I need to pick ones that are like important and like ones I cannot wait for. Like I said, I would do it for Constantine. I need to do it for like Nightwing and like Robin, but like other things I need to just learn how to wait for and then just like do them as time comes. Like, I need to relax. My paychecks need to relax. So just fucking relax. That's all I need to do is just fucking relax. Oh yeah, my comics. I mean, not my comics. My Harry Potter thing needs to do that. This don't go here. It doesn't even go here. My Harry Potter game glitched the other day when I was in the middle of fucking something. It glitched twice and it made me lose. All right? I fucking hate when it does that shit. And then I tried to use gems because I was like, oh, I'm like right at the end. I'm like, if I use gems, I can like catch up to it and then like, you know, like just win. Incorrect. I still couldn't win. So I wasted my gems and I didn't win. So like, now I have to wait for it to come back around. If it is going to do that, I don't even know if it's going to do that. Bitches. So, and I was right at the end. Son of a bitch. Nope, gotta wait 4 hours for that. Fine then. Guess I won't do that. My brother in this game finally came and he's finally helping. He's not just being a fucking, you know, abandoning jerk. He's actually being helpful. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Jacob. Finally. It's about goddamn time. Oh, I have a new background for my phone because I've been looking at this picture and I didn't know where else to fucking put it, and I love it. I think it's adorable. I saw it on Tumblr. Like, you can barely see it because there's like the glare, but there you go. Isn't it cute? Jujutsu Kaisen. Go watch that too. I know I've said that before, but like, go watch that anime if you haven't seen it yet. It's fucking awesome. I loved it. So fucking good. So I can't wait. I cannot wait for the next season. Like, I cannot fucking wait for the next season. Like, I want it now, today, not tomorrow. Give it to me now. Gojo Sensei, give me some shit. Give it to me. Because there's so much that was going on, and I want it now. Because I cannot wait. Like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Why do they have to make me wait for shit? I hate waiting. Shush. I don't like waiting. This is why I like to wait for stuff to be completely finished, and then I just binge watch stuff. I hate watching stuff when it's new, like when it's brand new and it's like still coming out. I fucking hate that shit. Because then I have to wait like a plebeian. Don't like that. Don't like that. God, I hate waiting. Hate it so fucking. I hate fucking waiting. I don't want to wait. I don't like it. Stop it. Stop making me wait. What? are you beeping? Phone just keeps going off. I'm like, I don't want you. Good things come to those who wait. Okay, well, those people who can wait can have those good things. I can't wait. I have no self control and I don't want to wait. That's why I don't like I don't want to I wait for so good things do come to those who wait because honestly, I wait until a show is completely over. Like I don't even start it. Like I'm like, "Oh, this looks good." And I'm like, "Oh, it's not over. Okay, I'm not going to start it yet. I'm going to wait." So I do wait. I usually wait until it's completely finished and then I watch it. But like I watched the damn music video and I was like, "Oh, this show looks good." And I got sucked into it. That was my problem, is I got sucked into it. Fucking damn it. God damn you, Divide. Like, you sucked me into this, and now I'm, like, interested, and I hate you. Fucking sucks. I also hate when I get interested in something, and it's like, I get interested in something, but it's not, like, it doesn't do well enough to be picked up for, like, another season. That's the fucking worst. That's the fucking worst. Devil's Line. Where is more Devil's Line? Where is it? Where is it? They said they were going to make more and then they just never did. There's more manga. Give me more Devil's Line. You fucking selfish jerks. Give me more Devil's Line today. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. It didn't do as well as I think they were expecting. Yes, give me more Constantine. Correct. Give me more of that as well. Please. Thank you. Now. Like, they just keep not giving us things. They're like, this didn't do well. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't care if it didn't do well. Give it to me now anyway. I didn't fucking ask you that. I said, give it. Give me Devil's Line. Give me Constantine. Like, there are so many things that, like, just didn't do well. And I'm like, okay, but I like it. Cater to me and only me. I'm the most important person in the universe. Give it. Like, why? Oh, no. Uh-oh. I mean, why was... Why? I mean, it's just taped back together. Why was this rejected? I don't, I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't know. There's so many good things that are just out there in this universe that I'm like, I want more of this, and then they're just like people don't like it or whatever, and I'm like, okay. And then there's like so many like popular things, and I'm like, I don't want that. That is not what I asked you for. Like there's so many things, and I'm like, I don't want this. A document. Okay. Shit. 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 There you go. Just do your thing. Shush. Do your thing. I don't like. Give me. There was a show called Hex that I really enjoyed that they just kind of like got rid of, and I was like, okay, I was still watching that. Give it back. I wasn't done with that yet, and they didn't give it back. They were like, no more Hex for you, and I was like, okay, well that was fucking rude because I was not finished. They just things that I like. They're like, no more of that. We're done with it, and I was like, okay, that's just disrespectful because I was not finished. Right, Blueberry? Blueberry says correct. She says, cater to me and only me. Just know, it's just fucking disrespectful. I don't know, it's just disrespectful. I don't know if I'm hot or cold. Hot and it's cold, it's yes and it's no, it's in and it's out, up and it's down, it's wrong and it's right, it's black and it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. I don't really want to go, oh, no, I don't really want to, like, watch Batwoman anymore right now. I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't want to watch it anymore, period. Like, I will watch more of it later. I just don't want to watch any more of it right now. I don't know. I don't know what I want to watch though. Like, I don't really know what to watch. This Batman balloon that's on my floor is bugging me. It's been here for days, and I just like you don't like this balloon was on my bed and has been on my bed like since my birthday. That was in April, and it's made its way to my floor because it just traveled. So now it's just over here. This is the opposite side of my room. Now it's just kind of fucking traveled. Had enough. Had enough of looking at it. It's just gonna go into the closet, and I'm just done with it. I'm just done with looking at it. That's enough. I've had enough of it. I could like throw it out or like, deflate it or something, but I'm not gonna. I still want it. I haven't decided if I want to like keep it or not. Still, it's still fighting for its life. The balloon has not yet deflated, so it's still fine. I have Pocky in this bag down here. No, I already ate a whole box of Pocky earlier. You cannot keep eating Pocky like that. Your face is gonna break out again. I had a whole box of Pocky earlier because I didn't know what I wanted for like lunch. That was my lunch, was a box of Pocky. I ate a box of Pocky and then I had like 4 miniature like Snickers, like the baby Snickers, and then I had like chip crumbs. Like I finished off the bag of chips. I went downstairs too. Like there's food in my fridge. It's not like I'm starving to death. Like there's food down there. I just didn't want any of it. Like there's a tostadas down there and I still didn't eat it. Like I just didn't want it. Like I'm like, oh, there's like cereal, there's like that, like there's like other things that I can eat. Like I could heat up like I think there's like a half a chicken sandwich or something in there that I could eat. Like I just don't fuck you. Like I just didn't want any. Like nothing sounded like, oh, I want to put that in my mouth. Like nothing. I didn't want any of it. Like I wanted exactly 0 of it. So I don't know. I just and now I'm like a little hungry, but I still don't really feel like eating any of that. So I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting here and I'm like, meh, 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 meh. So I don't know. And I still don't know what to watch. Like I'm just sitting here like, what should I watch? And it's like I kind of feel like I want to watch something like comic booky, but then I'm like, I don't really know because like I don't really feel like watching something like that I want to pay attention to. I have literally like my ADD right now is acting up so bad. I'm probably just gonna like put on a YouTube thing and like stop harassing in a second. Probably just stop harassing because I finished my comic book rant. Now I'm just ranting about bullshit. So probably end that in a second and then release you guys from Satan's clutches and then, you know, just put on a YouTube something because I don't know what to watch. I don't know. I was giving a chance to that YouTube video that like Ty had said, that magical like D20 thing, that role playing, whatever it was. It was kind of like Harry Potter. I did not care for that. The one guy was depressing. I did not really care for him, his character. I mean, he was kind of funny, but like he also was kind of not funny. And I'm like, I don't know, kind of not enjoying this. So I don't know. It was like kind of half and half. Either way, all right. Either way, whatever. All right. So I've my brain is like doing a thing. Um, so I'm not focused. I am like everywhere right now. I cannot keep a solid thought, and I keep like drifting. So I'm gonna end this now, so that you guys don't have to just watch me fucking lose my damn mind. Um, and I'm probably gonna just put on like YouTube or some bullshit. Um, when I read more comics and or watch more Batwoman, and I have more shit to say, maybe I'll come back. And if I can get my uh, computer to do what it's doing now, aka staying blue, which is just, it does it by its fucking choice of it it made its choice. I had nothing to do with it doing that. So it decides. It decides when it will grace me with its presence, honestly. So I'm gonna let it do that. And then I'm gonna go do this. AKA nothing. You get that reference. Sorry. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna go lose my mind over here somewhere. All right, you guys have a good night. Stay out of trouble, don't do drugs, and stay in school. All right, have a good night, children.